Here's one of the logs that Kathleen peeled. It's ready to put up and go into the second floor. Another log next to it here. Some of the logs, as you can see, are not usable. And to swing around here again, look at the bottom batch of logs. Okay, Kathleen did darn near all of the preparation for the logs. I helped a little bit. And together we built the forms and poured the concrete. Now we ordered the concrete. We did all the work, the surveying, the equalizing of the leveling of the forms and all that. That was done last summer, not this past summer. Quite a bit of concrete, as you can see, went into the foundation, and the blocks down on this end are much bigger than the ones on the other end because of the lay of the land. This is by far the biggest block. It's 5 feet by 3 on the bottom and 2 by 4 on the top. You see, we used plywood forms, and we held the plywood together with the wire. They went through the hole we drilled in the plywood all the way to the other side, and then we screwed down on it and made it tight, and then we poured the concrete. Now, notice as we're putting the logs down, we're putting the logs down on top of preserved wood, which is again on top of 90 pounds of black felt. Now, this is to keep the log from coming in direct contact with the concrete. Each layer of logs is held together, both at the ends with like that, with rebar, and the bottom layer is held together, held to the foundation with rebar like that, which is goes all the way through and is bent over on the bottom layer log. Every one of the foundation blocks is the same way. As you can see, I'm pointing them out to you here. Now each layer of log is staked to the next layer in the same or similar manner. There, you can't see that one, it's right there where the wood is covering it up. And of course, these marks right in here, the red marks is there's a window or a door that goes here, so there's no rebar right in that area. But you can see again right there the rebar right there. Okay, and again, the way we're doing this is a butt construction, where the butt of the log is up against the adjacent log like that, and they're staggered, and the big ends are alternated, as you can see there. Now, these are sticking out a good little ways. When we get through here, we'll cut those back a little to about, so that they stick out about a foot. This big block here is the first one we poured, and the guy who came down here to pour it was real skeptical. He thought it would bust out. We'd have concrete all over the place, but it didn't. That's about 3 yards, I think, of concrete that goes down into the ground about 2 feet. We've got 3 different size blocks. That's the corner block. As you can see, it's kind of somewhat L-shaped. We'll get a view inside. Then then there's these blocks here, which are like 2 by 2 at the top and 3 by 3 at the bottom. And then these blocks here, which in this case a ridgepole support log is sitting on. It's like 4 by 2 at the top and 3 by 5 at the bottom. In every case, again, where the bottom layer sets, it's setting on preserve wood and the felt. Okay, let's get around here. There's Leo. It is a 2-story structure, and this is what you're seeing. This what you see here is the first floor. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 logs for the first floor. This tall one here goes up 30 feet from the top of that foundation block it's sitting on, and it's the ridgepole support log. There'd be three of those. We only got the one up. Got 2 more to put up, and the ridgepole set on it. These on each end is attached to the wall with high-strength steel bolts, threaded bolts, as you can see. The 2 logs right there are actually floor joist that'll hold the second floor. Right now we're using them for a chute to pull up the the middle ridgepole support log, and they're kind of pulled in closer than they will be. That log right there is, in fact, the ridgepole. Now let's go around this way and go underneath. Finding a hard time walking with Mr. Leo weaving in around my feet. Okay. All right. This is the center ridgepole that you're looking at. We're getting ready to pull it up to set it up to the to set it on this pier. This is going to be a fairly tricky job. We'll have to. There's nothing to attach it to. I want to pull it up using this pulley here, and with a truck right out to the bottom there. I'm going to have some cables to tie it off, so that I can tie it at the 4 corners there and there and there and there, until I can get it stabilized and also get it attached to the floor joist with some other small logs like the one that's attached to it right now there. It'll have to be temporarily attached until I get the ridgepole up. Now the 4 blocks that you're looking at here that has nothing on them except the little things sticking out in the center is support for the second floor logs. They'll have a short log between them and the floor, holding them in place. Okay. And of course, the third vertical will go right here. Not here yet. And again, this is the ridgepole. It's about 18 inches in diameter on the big end, and about 14 on the other end. And it'll be setting on the top of that sucker, 35 feet from the ground approximately. And I'm gonna have to use a chain block to get them up. My crane won't lift that high. While we're in here, I'll take another look at this big L-shaped corner block. There's 4 of them. This is, like I said, by far the biggest. That's about 4.5 feet off the ground, 5 feet, now, some give or take a little bit. This one is nowhere near as big, and this one is only about 18 inches off the ground, which is the minimum required by code in order to have access underneath the house.